Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Xcuses podcast. Thanks for tuning in. And if this is your first time tuning in, thanks for checking us out. Appreciate you tuning in either way. Today, I'm dropping a solo episode. And what I wanted to talk about today is the difference between acceptance versus being okay with something. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because this came up in a conversation between my wife and myself about dealing with certain circumstances within our lives, and want to share some of those insights with you guys here. But before I do that, have a quick reminder and announcement for you guys. First is on August 1st, we are doing round 2 of our Discipline Deep Dive course. It was a huge success. First time we ran it back in April, and decided to run it again. Made a few adjustments, as you do always when you go through something like this. You make some tweaks. But anyways, if you're interested in checking that out, just go to kenyonziska.com/DDD to check out what the course is all about. I'll give a brief overview here, and it's a 5-week course where we go through all of the habits and routines and systems that I use on a day-to-day basis to get everything I need to get done on a daily basis, all while holding down a full-time job. I'm a husband. I am a CrossFit coach. I enjoy a multitude of different things, and all that has to fit in with one another, so I show you how to do exactly just that. And lastly, don't forget to go to iTunes to drop us a rating and review. You can go to kenyonziska.com/iTunes, take you right to the Zero Excuses podcast iTunes homepage, where you can do just that. And also, while you're there, subscribe to the show so you don't miss an episode. So back to the topic at hand here, and the difference between acceptance versus being okay with a particular circumstance or certain situation that you might find yourself in. So again, like I mentioned, this was a topic of discussion that I had recently with my wife, and going to share some of those insights here with you. First is that we all deal with certain things that we wish weren't true or wish weren't part of our lives, but nonetheless they are present within our sphere some way, somehow. And then the second thing is that we are all faced with a decision to make about what we feel about that particular situation or circumstance. And in my opinion, there are 2 basic choices that you have, and you can choose to either resist it or not resist it. And what I personally have found is that when you don't resist whatever circumstance or situation that you wish were not true, it goes a lot smoother, and you learn a lot more, and you essentially use that negative situation or seemingly negative situation to your advantage. Which kind of brings me to the core issue that I wanted to talk about today, is that when we choose not to resist that situation, we have to not try to talk ourselves into being okay with it. We don't have to find a way to be happy and totally embrace the situation. But what we do, however, have to do is accept the situation at hand. And what I mean by that is just recognize it as a part of our reality. And we're also stopping short of trying to convince ourselves that this is okay, that this is a good thing, which may not necessarily be true. And we can at least remove the negative connotation from it and begin to look for solutions to whatever problem that we may see. Not look at the problem through a different shaded color of glasses, so to speak, whether it be a positive shade or a negative shade. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. Something quick, simple, and hopefully impactful for you guys. And just to summarize this, the difference between acceptance versus being okay with something is that acceptance simply means understanding that this situation or circumstance is a part of your reality. And being okay with something means that you are happy that it's there. And while that could work in certain situations, if we can simply get to Accepting that this situation is a part of our reality will help us navigate life a little more easily. Thanks once again for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to go to kenyonziska.com/DDD to sign up for our Discipline Deep Dive launching August 1st. And also don't forget to go to kenyonziska.com/iTunes to leave us a rating and review.